Welcome back to another episode of The Dish. As always, I'm Jalen Russell, joined again by Jalen Gray, giving you the latest from the NBA this week. Now, obviously, there's a lot of turmoil going on in the Eastern Conference. A couple teams, Cleveland has their issues with LeBron winning another scorer. Chicago is just blowing up inside their locker room like a fight between Wade and Butler versus the rest of the team.
Yeah.
And then the Knicks saga continues because they still have Melo and Phil Jackson is still there and they're trying to move him. But if you want more coverage of that, you can go to just about any other sports website or anything, or just turn on ESPN at any time throughout the next 3 days, and I'm sure they'll be covering it. So instead, we're going to give you something else. First off, the All-Star Game. The reserves were just announced on Thursday night, and there were a couple snubs up that weren't on the list. There were some notable people missing.
Yeah.
Who was your number one All-Star Game snub?
First of all, I just want to say that Steve Kerr obviously showed a lot of favoritism towards his Warriors players.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it hasn't been done before. I mean, Doc Rivers put, I think, Rondo and his big three.
Budenholzer had four of the Atlanta Hawks up there 2 years ago.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was to be expected, but I don't think Klay Thompson really deserves to be in there. I mean, his efficiency is way down from last year. He has a PER of 15.6, which is not even in the top 50 in the league. I think Damian Lillard is actually the snub, which isn't anything new. It's his third year in a row. His PER, on the other hand, is at 23, which is top 25 in the league. I think it's 22.
He's actually the first player to miss consecutive All-Star games while averaging 25 points a night in those 2 years.
And he played 2015, but I think that was to replace Blake Griffin.
Yeah, so he's been snubbed 3 times. Now, I'll be honest. I'm with you on that. But the only thing is, if this has happened 3 times in a row, can we really be surprised by it? Can we even call it a snub anymore if it keeps happening?
It's a snub.
And he got snubbed in college, getting picked by, not getting picked up by one of the bigger colleges. He had to go to Weber State. Now he's getting snubbed in the All-Star games. I'm not really surprised anymore. The biggest snub, hands down, Joel Embiid. Trust the process, everyone. The man he's worth so many wins to that team.
I mean, if he's on a minutes restriction during the regular season, is he only going to play 2 minutes in the All-Star game?
That's fine, but let him be in the All-Star game, though. The fans wanted him.
Give him the Kobe treatment.
The fans, he was
for 3 quarters.
The fans wanted him. He was 3rd in the fan vote for Eastern Conference frontcourt. The media wanted him. He was 5th in their vote, and he was 8th in the player vote. And then the coach didn't put him in. What is going on? The guy's averaging 19.8 points per game, 7.8 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks. Which is those stats are either better or comparable to Paul George and Paul Millsap, 2 guys on the team who are both playing about 10 more minutes per game than him. So come on now, give the man, trust the process.
Probably just because he
put the man in the All-Star game. If anyone gets hurt, he should be in for sure, I think. But that's also a little biased, obviously. But moving on, the next topic we have. Portland is sitting in 9th place right now. They're 20-27 on the season as we stand, 1 game back from the 8th place seed, the Denver Nuggets, I believe. Should Portland make a move at the trade deadline, which is approaching in about 2 weeks?
I don't really think they need to. I mean, if they think they can make out of the park trade for a skilled front court. I say a skilled front court player because they have C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard. Those are your pillars of the team.
Those guys are locked up through 2021.
I just think they're really a third just really good front court player away from being kind of a contender. But I mean with the Warriors and the Spurs,
and that's where I'm coming from on this. I think they need to make some sort of move now. They've got Allen Crabbe and Evan Turner, who are combining for about 19 points combined per game. And not a whole lot else other than that. You've got 7 rebounds between the 2 of them and about 5 assists. Neither of them are playing very well, but they're both making about $16 million per year over the next 3 years. So if they're smart, I say you move one of them, because one or both of them, honestly, because they're second. I don't know if anyone knows this. Portland's second in salary on the season this year. They're $9 million behind Cleveland, about $5 million behind in front of the 3rd place team, which is Detroit. So why not make a move, free up some cap space so you can go out and chase someone like a skilled frontcourt player, or even just slide down the rankings a little bit? Because let's be real, if they make the playoffs this year, they're not going to beat Golden State in that first round. You're going to get bounced in the first round, so you're getting a worse draft pick. And if you hold on to these guys, you're not going to have any cap room for next year.
The
7th, and you get the Spurs. I don't think your chances are a whole lot better there either. And then you're going to see Golden State after that eventually. Come on now.
We've seen Clay and Steph get past them before.
If Portland makes any kind of run into the playoffs this year, I will be extremely surprised, unless some other team just gets decimated at the end of the year and gets everyone is hurt.
Spurs are old. Apparently.
Spurs are old.
Apparently.
Banking on the Spurs getting hurt. But that is all we have for you guys this week. Thanks for watching. Have a great